Hopefully I'll get access to sharing my screen. Erica, are you there?
Yeah, I'm just muting because of the crying baby, but I am doing this now. Sorry, ladies, my appointment with him ran late. Okay.
All right, Erica, let's see if I can share my screen now.
It should be good, and we're recording.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you. Guys, this is mom life right there, exhibit A. All right, so you guys should be able to see this now. All right, you're onboarding a new team member. I'm going to go back through the stuff we already went through a little bit just because you can see it, and I am very much a auditory, visual, touch, feel, do the whole board type learner, and I believe my students are, so I try and do that with you as well. Again, my name is Kara. You don't really care that much about who I am, but I am a Zaya rep. I'm also a mom and a teacher and a wife, and you can have it all and do it all. We talked about knowing your team member. You need to know who your person is. When you recruit someone, you should know the type of person they are. Are they a go-getter? Are they shy? Do they need more or less support? Tailor the training to them. I cannot say this enough. Every person that I've brought on, of all 12 ladies that are on my team, are totally different women, totally different needs. Some of them are like, jump right in, let's go. Some of them are like, hey, can you help me with my launch? And then they get started. Just need to know what they are, who they are, and what they need. If they do not have any Zaya, it doesn't matter. Erica is the prime example for this. I personally had Zaya and had been buying for months before my cousin and her whole team of people were like, hey, join us, because she's like, get on, you need to sell this stuff. You're selling so much on my VIP page. Well, congratulations. I had a bunch of stuff. You do not need to have anything to sell it. Like, I'm going to say that to you 10 times. Your person does not need to own any Zaya before they can start selling it. There's so much on the marketing page. There's so much on your groups, the chats, everything. Everyone's going to give you what you need. Like, our team is so unique in that sense that everybody wants everybody else to be successful, that they will help every single person to be that way. We talked about visualizing what they want. Do they want to pay off a loan? Do they want a new hobby? Do they want new clothes? Every single person I sign, I'm like, all right, let's hit that 20% commission your first month. That guarantees that they get their kit paid off. That's my first goal. And if they want to hit more than that, I had a girl who was like, oh, I'm going to hit 600. I'm like, okay, let's baby step that. She made it in a week, and she's like, wow, that was way easier to hit than I thought. Now I want to try for 3,000 this month. Yes, visualize what they want, help them get there. All right, this is the part you can now see. This is what I'm really excited about. When you send your welcome email, if I minimize all this, you guys can see all my expenses. Congratulations. I spend a lot of money on Zaya. This is a welcome email. It can be short, sweet, to the point. All of them are a little bit different. Maybe it'll let me open it. Sorry guys, I am clearly struggling. All right. So for me, it's like, hey, put their name, guys. Don't actually put asterisks. Take the time to make sure you have their name. So excited that you're a Zaya rep. See this, please look over the doc I attached below. I enter them. I put in my Facebook group. I put my uplines Facebook group, Zaya Fire. I think, yep, there it is. New training call group. Hey, if your person is not ready for a training group, back off. They do not need all of that the first 2 days. If they want to start a little slower, put them in that in a couple weeks. It doesn't have to be the first day. That could be really overwhelming. Talk about their starter kit. XOXO Kara, super short, sweet. I can copy and paste this into an email really easily. You also have, oh, it searched all of my files. That is not what I wanted. Sorry guys, you also get my work computer. First steps, second steps, third steps, 4th steps. Hey, it's really simple. It just gives them a part that they can check it off. This is so much easier than what I originally had them in. And then the last thing I always send them is the 50 names in 5 minutes. That's really simple for you guys to figure out with them, but make sure all of that is in there and tell them why you're adding them to these groups. Adding them to a bunch of group chats, adding them to a bunch of Facebook groups and not telling them why they're there is overwhelming and scary, and that's the last thing you want to do is overwhelm a new recruit. If it seems daunting and overwhelming, no one wants to do it. All right, when you're introducing, I said this before, but make a graphic that they like a picture in. No one wants a picture out there that they're like, oh, I don't look good in this. I don't feel good in this. All these new coworkers of mine are seeing this. Do not do that to them. Ask them, hey, can I get a picture of you, a selfie or something that I can use to introduce you to everybody? You want to introduce them, add them to your group if you have one, your upline's Facebook group if they have one, and put the picture that you introduce them. Be excited. Erica, your picture is right next to me, so I'm going to use your example. Hey, this is Erica. She's a mom of 2 kids. She's a wonderful person. She's excited. She's going kick-ass selling in this because she is motivated and loves new clothes. Congratulations, you're more excited. Erica's going to be joining us. She's got a mom, and yeah, she's going to do great. Bye. That doesn't sound exciting. Get your people excited to be a part of Zaya, because the more excited you are, the more excited your customers are, the more excited your new reps are, the more excited everybody is. I also always add people to Natalie's Zaya Life group. And I do this because Natalie, when we're not in quarantine COVID hell, she does these amazing reviews on Wednesdays when she can get into the warehouse to get her clothes. And we are so blessed to have that. And when we get past that again, she's going to be in there. Also, I've learned that not all of us in fire have all the answers to everything, but someone does somewhere. So if we can't get the answers in fire, you can always go to Zaya Life, and someone has done something. We're not reinventing the wheel ever. So just get in there and try it. Marketing design Facebook group, I also don't introduce because no one really cares about introductions and no one wants to read all that. They want to get in there, find what they need for designing and marketing, and then get out. There's a lot of people in that group, but it's such a useful group. Also the sizing group, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's somewhere and I can add you all to it if you need it. But that's also a really great one because we don't want to bog down marketing design with asking about sizing of questions. And you don't want to get in all of your chats and be like, hey, how does this fit all the time when you have a whole reference of a group. So giving that to people also helps them and supports their business. Add them to the appropriate chats. There are a million chats that I was added to when I started. Hi, baby. You want to add them to your frontline chat. That's really important. If you do it where I do my incentives in my frontline chat, you also want to add them to a downline chat. If you have a larger group chat, you want to add them to that, but don't add them to too many chats because those are super overwhelming. And I love all of you and I appreciate all of you and I'm so glad to be in the groups, but it's also really overwhelming. When I first started, I'd be teaching a class because like I said, I'm a teacher. 5 minutes later, I'd look down and I had 86 new messages. You don't want your person to be like, what the fuck did I walk into? Because there's so many messages. And you're like, crap, did restocks happen? What happened? What did I miss? And they're scrolling through all those messages. Add them to the appropriate chats and don't overwhelm them. If they're a real big go-getter, add them to more chats as they go. Be a leader. Lead your new team member. You don't want to just throw things at them and be like, hey, good luck. There are a gazillion units in Zaya Fire, and they're amazing, and they're useful, and they're knowledgeable, but they don't need to know everything on their first day. I did not need to know what I need to get to an executive until I hit senior director. It's just overwhelming and daunting, and then they're going to have to ask again in 6 months when they are getting to those steps. Baby, mom's doing a training. Go find dad. I tend to message with my new recruits more than my other team members, and this is because I'm walking through baby steps as I go. I am helping them, hey, here's how you make an event, because they're going to get a sale within their first week or less. Here's how you make it talk about this. Here's the restocks. Here's this. Here's that. But you don't want to send it to them all at once. You also don't want to tag them and post their videos and give them homework, because that doesn't work for everybody. That just makes it sound like, oh, this is a shit ton more work than I'm going to want to do. And it's overwhelming, so let me just quit from the beginning. I'm going to say this 1,000 times. Do not overwhelm your new recruits. Show them how to do things, break it up into many steps, and be there step by step instead of just, here you go, good luck. Do not overwhelm. I made a whole slide about this because I told you I was going to say it like 1,000 times. All your new members want success. No one starts this and pays into a business and pays into joining to fail. No one wants that. If you overwhelm a new team member, they're not going to take action. They're going back off. They're going to be like, wait a second, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I signed up for. I'm not ready. This is too much. Break it into manageable steps. Like, hey, let's make you an event. Hey, let's make you a Facebook group. Let's talk about bras today. Let's talk about this today. And just slowly ease them into it. Help them take these actions that are manageable for them. Most people that quit MLMs or any type of multi-level marketing quit because the experience does not match their expectations. Their expectation is that this is going to be fun and a great, because that's what we all have. We all have a fun, great time selling Zaya, and we love it, and we love the community. And I show up every single day and do trainings like this because I enjoy it and because I want my team members to enjoy it. That means we don't want to overwhelm them. We don't want them to feel like, oh crap, that I have to watch 17 videos and go catch up on all these YouTube trainings from the last 3 years. And no, you need to make actionable steps. Hey, let's get these 3 things done today and let's get you a sale. I don't know if you guys do this, but like the other night, I literally did a happy dance when I got a surprise sale. It was like, hey, this person didn't even talk to me about sizing. This is awesome. My husband looked at me like I had 3 heads. Good thing he's going out of town today, because I'm hopefully going to happy dance tomorrow during new releases. And Evelyn, my daughter that you guys saw come in here, she's making her own Facebook Lives. Guys, she's 4. It's ridiculous. But motivate them to take action. Hey, here's your checklist. Make your own checklist if mine doesn't work, or I actually, guys, it's not mine. I totally stole it from Zaya Fire. But make a checklist. If you thought the one that you want, make yours your own. But also make a checklist for yourself as a trainer. Like, what do I need to go over with this person today? Because if you're not checking your own list, you might miss something. They don't need to know how to make returns until they know how to make a sale. Think about that. And they're going to probably forget how to make a return if you're telling them how to make returns this early and they don't have one to do, because you remember it by doing. Things that help people make money and encourage them to keep going: start selling, make a group, get them in groups that they can see, because my group is very different than the group Erica has or someone else in my downline has. Totally different. Yes, do I steal things from Erica? She's amazing. Yes, and I want to be a $1 million maker like she is. But I do my own posts, and it has to sound like me. No one wants to buy Erica's posts on my page. No one wants to buy from my downline's posts on my page. They want to hear from me, and they want to hear why I love Zaya. They want to hear why I'm drinking and while trying to deal with the website because it's been funky. They want to hear this from me. They want to enjoy it with me. And you're selling yourself while you're selling clothes, because people buy it because they love you and they love your personality and they love the clothes that you're in. So get them examples of other groups that they can see of people that are successful, and do fun posts too, because you don't want to just have them post Zaya all the time. No one wants to just see your Zaya. They want to see my daughter that's running around making Facebook Lives and Snapchats in the rain. Clearly I said do not overwhelm again. Guys, I keep repeating it, but it's so true. Like, your recruit does not need to know everything right away. Manageable small steps. If you give too much, they're going to look at you like you have 12 heads. Give them information about back office. I like to get on a Zoom or FaceTime or whatever kind of way that you can with my people when they start. And I don't train them on everything. Making an event, renaming their website, it's way more personable if you have your name instead of those numbers that they just automatically generate with your rep ID number. It's way better to have your name in there. So I help them do that. They do not need to know how to rank before they can even make a sale. Prioritize what's important for them to start making money and get excited, and the rest will come slowly. You don't need to teach everything in a day. Quick wins. Everybody gets excited when they have a win, and celebrate the little things with them. Every time someone gets their first sale when they sign with me, we get excited. We are virtually cheersing because we can't do anything in person right now, or they might live several states away. But every little bit counts. Getting excited, I literally get excited for every sale still. You can too. Get excited with your people. Every little bit counts. Again, my first goal for each rep when they sign is that first month just to hit the 28% commission. Once they hit that, get excited with them again. I still celebrate so many things with my downline. I don't care what time of day it is. They can message me, and if I'm asleep, I won't respond, but otherwise I get excited and I celebrate with them. Doesn't matter. Celebrate every little step. Hey, you made your group today. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, you came up with a creative name. Good job. Let's keep going. Let's build on that momentum. Let's get excited. And the more excited you get for every little step that they're doing, the more excited they're going to get and the more actions they're going to take. All right, recapping all that because I feel like I just threw a lot of words at you. Help them find their why. Everyone needs a why for what they're doing. My why when I started is very different even 6 months later for why I'm doing Zaya now. Introduce them to everybody, but with a picture that they like. Do not get a random picture off their Facebook that they might not love. Help them make a group, an event for sales. Help them launch their items. If they've been in a party with you, congratulations. They can go steal from the party that they already had and tweak it to make it their own. Help them get their first sale. And do not give too much training at the beginning. There is time for that. People do not want to be overtrained. And you are a leader and you're going to help them, not just do it all for them and not just throw a bunch of stuff at them and expect them to do it. Because no one is successful at that. Does anyone have questions for me? I'm trying to look through the... I don't think there's any questions.
There's no questions. Are you ladies all the masters at onboarding? I feel like there's got to be questions. Kara, I love what you said about the celebrating every success. I think that is really important, and I think that's something I've been really trying to get better at. Like my expectation is always here of what they're going to come in and do because that's what I came in and did. Like no one told me anything. I just did it, and nobody like cheered me on. But I think it's so important. And one thing that I would like to add on to the, what you were saying is just, I think asking versus telling. Like I tend to ask a lot more questions like, hey, we have this new rep training. It's great if you want to just like dive right in, you have some time. However, if you need a couple of days, we have a new one starting on this day, you know, so just asking them what they think is best too. So that's something that was really helped me. I don't mass ad. And I love that you said telling them why they're in every group. You got to.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups and there's a lot of chats and it can be very overwhelming and daunting, and you don't want someone to feel like they can't be successful because it feels overwhelming the first day.
Mm-hmm. And then too, Kara, what I do when I add somebody to my chat, like to my frontline chat, I tell them the purpose in that welcome. So I'll say like, welcome, Brenda. I'm super excited that you decided to join us. Here's my frontline chat. This is utilized to connect all my personal enrollees. This is where I do all of my promotions just for you special babes. Like I really make it clear, and it's a great reminder to everybody else in there, like, hey, this isn't for sizing questions. Hey, this isn't for X, Y, or Z. So when you do introduce somebody to, it's great to do that caption.
And then everybody welcomes them and they feel good about that too. They feel like they're part of the community.
If you're in a frontline chat and you see somebody get welcomed, comment, welcome them, like take the 2 seconds, because you're going to want your team to do that for your new people that you enroll. But if you're not doing it, your karma is against you, girlfriend. So take the time. That's how I look at it. So put a fun GIF. It takes 2 seconds. Okay, there's a question, Caitlin or April. Do you see it, Kara?
What type of people do you sign up most often? Athletes, mamas, professionals? Hey guys, it's totally different. I like go-getters. So I have moms. I have the random teacher that my daughter had from preschool who was like, hey, I love this stuff. I want to wear it. I'm like, hey, sign up instead. Don't just wear it, sign up, sell it. And she's a seller like machine. I'm a teacher. I've signed up other teachers. I have signed up personal trainers. Military wives are in my group. Like, because really you can, Erica, I wish I had your sales in my downline. But you can really sign up anyone. The people that I really go after are the people that I know will hustle. If I don't think someone's going to hustle, then I don't try as hard, which is not the best attitude to have. You should really try and recruit anyone that wants it. But you don't want someone to just sign up and expect to make easy money. I tell them like, hey, I put work into this. I put the time and energy into this because I know it can grow and I know it can expand. If you have someone that thinks they're going to get a quick buck, I wouldn't even sign them at all. Checklists. Yes, Caitlin, the checklist has really helped me once I started adding that. And I sent my team obviously has my welcome letter, but then I even go back and like hit them like a couple days later. And I'm like, all right, what steps have you gotten done? I've seen that you've done this, great job. And that's probably one of my strengths is I take the time and look through everything that my people have done and I cheerlead them. That is part of the special ed teacher in me. Guys, my kids, the baby steps that they make, I cheer on every little thing. And that is something that I really swear helps everybody because everyone wants to feel good about every little step that they take. And just like you would with an infant or toddler, like, hey, they rolled over, congratulations, like celebrate that. So just take that and put it in Zaya and celebrate your people's wins as they go. Any other questions? All right.
I love it. Thank you so much. Sorry I was late, you guys. I really do apologize. That's super shitty of me.
That's okay. I was trying to figure out how to host when not a host.
Oh man, it was rough. And I didn't want to text and drive. So there's that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Ladies at the bar.
Everybody's giving you love in the chat. Ladies, you can unmute yourself. Give her some love. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. And Erica, can you send me that email again or that email address to I'll send the PowerPoint to you?
Oh yeah. I'll message you right now.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your time.
You're so welcome. Thanks for coming and listening.
Bye.
Bye.